Hello student, welcome to chemistry class. In today chemistry class, we will discuss about the different type of crystalline solid. Different type of crystalline solid. Solid. We will continue solid state from the earlier class. Okay. As I have told you about the different type of crystalline solid. There are four type of crystalline solid. One is the molecular solid, another is the uh, ionic solid, next one is the metallic solid, and last one is the covalent solid. One is the what? One is the molecular solid, next second one is the ionic solid, third one is the metallic solid, and last one is the covalent solid. Okay. Today we will make a chart with for a comparative study. Okay, between the solids. And what will be the points? You have to make how many columns? Okay, let we see here. Well, student, we have to make a chart for comparative study of different type of crystalline solid. Okay, you make the chart. What is the chart you see here? Here is the first column containing serial number, next one is the type of solid, and next one is the constituent particles, bonding or attractive forces, example electrical conductivity and the melting point. Some more columns are there, but we have taken only important columns which are important for the study. Okay, so you have to make 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 vertical columns. Okay, then you make this. Okay, next we will take here molecular solid. Molecular solid. Okay, and in molecular solid we will further divide it into non-polar, polar. Second one is the polar, and third one is the hydrogen bonded. Okay, these are subdivided into the molecular solid A, B and C. A is the non-polar and B is the polar. You can write here in the middle, polar. Okay, what will be the constituent particle in all these? Constituent particle will be molecules. Okay, but here will be forces are different. Forces will be different in each case. In case of molecular solid, here is the weak dispersion force or weak London force. Okay, or you can say that dispersion force. But in case of polar, there is a dipole interaction. Okay, but in case of this hydrogen bonding, ओके, तो ये हमारे हो गए इंटरेक्शंस के बेस पर क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड के फोर्सेस। पहले हमने मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड को 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड किए, ओके, एंड वन इज द नॉन पोलर मॉलिक्यूल्स, मीन्स यू कैन से दैट टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ you can take CCl4 and H2, Cl2, N2, O2, so many. Okay, these are the insulator because they are bad conductor. These are bad conductor. And in case of melting point, very low melting point, very low melting point. Okay, these are soft in nature, soft. And in case of dipole interaction, there is you can take example of HCl, and you can take example of NO2, so many. These are also insulator and soft. They are also soft and insulator. But in case of melting point is not very low, but you can say low. Okay, in case of hydrogen bonding, as you know that, and you have learned in class 11th detail about the hydrogen bonding, where hydrogen bonding takes place. Hydrogen bonding takes place in those molecules where hydrogen is covalently bonded with the most electronegative element, where hydrogen is bonded with most electronegative elements. What are the most electronegative elements? For example, you can say that phone. Phone means fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. If hydrogen is covalently bonded with the fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen, then there will be hydrogen bonding between the two molecules. So you have learned that there are two type of hydrogen bonding. One is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding and other is the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, we are discussing here the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Then you can take example of HF, H2O, and you can take NH3 ammonia. Okay, these are also insulator and melting point is low. Melting point is what? Melting point is low. So this is all about the molecular solid. In case of molecular solid, once again we will repeat this, okay, to clarify the sentence. Molecular solid, first one is the molecular solid. They have 3 subparts: non-polar, polar and hydrogen bonded. In this molecules, constituent particles have molecules. Bonding or attractive forces are what? In case of non-polar, there is a weak Landon force, dispersion force, or you can say the van der Waals force. of attraction. Example, you can take any molecule which have no much difference of electronegativity or dipole moment is zero. Okay, these are electrically insulator, means they cannot conduct electricity. Here is the conductivity is very low or negligible, and their melting point is very low. Next is the dipole interaction, polar molecules which are polar molecules such as HCl, NO2. Due to the difference in electronegativity, a partial force of partial charge develop on the molecule. For example, you can take HCl. Here is more electronegative chlorine and here is less electronegative hydrogen. Therefore, here positive charge and partial negative charge and here partial positive charge develop. Okay, due to shifting of the electron from this side to this side. So then interaction between two HCl molecule is known as dipole interaction. It is little more than the weak London force. Okay, ये जो है weak London force से क्या होता है, थोड़ा ज़्यादा। अब इसका एग्जांपल में HCl ले लें। ये सॉफ्ट होते हैं, ये भी सॉफ्ट होता है, ये इंसुलेटर होते हैं, यहाँ पे भी कंडक्टिविटी नहीं होती है और मेल्टिंग पॉइंट यहाँ पे क्या होता है, लो होता है। ठीक है, इसके केस में क्या होता है, ये थोड़ा जो है हार्ड हो जाएंगे। जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल हम इसकी बात करते हैं वाटर की, तो आइस के फॉर्म में क्या हो जाएगा, ये हार्ड हो जाएगा। ठीक है, और ये भी इंसुलेटर है, मेल्टिंग पॉइंट लो है, लेकिन अगर वाटर प्योर वाटर है तो इंसुलेटर है, लेकिन अगर उस वाटर में मिनरल मिले हुए हैं तब तो वो कंडक्टर का काम करेगा। ठीक है, तो ये ऑल अबाउट हो गया मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड के बारे में। अब हम नेक्स्ट यहाँ पे देखेंगे, नेक्स्ट हमारा है next one is the ionic solid. Ionic solid constituent particles are ions. What constituent particles are ions? And here is the electrostatic force of attraction. Electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, electrostatic force of attraction. Here is the example, you can take NaCl, LiCl, KCl. Okay, so many example you can take. Zinc and magnesium oxide, zinc sulfide, so many example you can take. Here is one is positive, here is negative, positive, negative. Therefore, they are joined together by a strong attractive force. These are insulator in solid state. Insulator in solid state. Solid state. बट यहाँ पे क्या है, कंडक्टर इन मोल्टेन स्टेट। conductor in molten state. Okay, but conductor in molten state, and here is melting point high. यहाँ पे जो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट होते हैं वो थोड़ा हाई होते हैं, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट हमारा थर्ड वन इज मेटालिक सॉलिड। Metallic solid. What is metallic solid? What is the constituent particles? What will be the constituent particles? Constituent particles are the delocalized positive particles. Positive particles in sea of delocalized electron. Okay. For example, you can take suppose here is a piece of metal, and you know that good conductor metals are good conductors. Why they are good conductor? Due to the free movement of electron. Only due to the free movement of electron. Here electron moves, electron moves, electron moves. Okay, electron moves. Due to the electron, here is a attraction force, and which type of attraction force is the metallic bonding. Metallic bonding. Okay, and in case of metallic bonding, you can take any metal, Cu, Al, Ag, Au, etc. These are good conductor. Okay, and melting point is high, very high. You can take, or fairly high, high. Okay, this is the metallic solid. Now we will see here. Fourth one is the covalent solid. What are the covalent solid? Constituent particles are atoms, and here is covalent bond. What is bond? Covalent bond, and covalent bonding, you can say. Example is silica, SiO2, which is known as quartz. Okay, and silicon carbide, and carbon diamond, and carbon graphite. Okay, all these are hard. This one is also hard. Okay, this one is soft, and this one is hard, or you can say hardest material. This one is also hard. Okay, these two are insulator, insulator, and this one is the conductor. And melting point is very high. Okay, this is all about the what? This is all about the different type of solid. Once again we will see here. In case of ionic solid, constituent particles are what? Constituent particles are the ions. And between the ions, for example, you can take, in case of sodium chloride, if there is positive negative charges between two constituent particles which are get attracted by the electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, then here is example is NaCl, NaCl, KCl, Mg, magnesium oxide, zinc sulfide. These are insulator in solid state. All these are insulator in solid state. But they are good conductor in the molten state. Okay. Their melting point is very high due to the electrostatic force of attraction. Next one is the metallic solid. What are the metallic solid? Metallic solids are those solid in which electrons are free to move. You can say that constituent particles are positive ions in the sea of delocalized electron. As you know that in case of metal, electrons are free to move. Okay. And here is example, you can take any metal, iron, copper, aluminum, silver, gold. These are hard, good conductor of electricity in any state and fairly high their melting point. Next one is the covalent solid. As you know that here is constituent particles are atoms which are joined together by the covalent bond. Okay. So here is the bonding is covalent bonding, or you can say attraction force is covalent bonding. Silicon oxide, which is known as the quartz, and silicon carbide, carborundum, and carbon, as you know that allotropes of carbon. So diamond is hard, quartz is hard. These are insulator, they cannot conduct electricity. And while the graphite is soft, due to its soft nature, it can conduct electricity. But their melting points are very high. So all these about the different type of the crystalline solid. Note down. Then we take the next topic. Okay. Now we will start next topic. You can note this by pausing the video. Okay. Then our next topic is crystal lattice and unit cells. We will see here crystal lattice and unit cell. Thus our next topic is space lattice and unit cell. Okay. What is space lattice? It is a three-dimensional arrangement of particles. What? No, it is three-dimensional arrangement of identical points in the space it is three-dimensional arrangement of identical points in the space which represents how particles like ions, atoms, molecules are arranged in crystals. Each particles are depicted as a point. Okay, each particle is depicted as point. Thus you can say space lattice is the three-dimensional arrangement of identical points. ये जो स्पेस लैटिस है वो थ्री डायमेंशन में आइडेंटिकल पॉइंट्स का अरेंजमेंट है जो ये रिप्रेजेंट करता है कि किस तरह से पार्टिकल्स, आयंस कह सकते हैं, एटम्स कह सकते हैं, मॉलिक्यूल्स कह सकते हैं कि ये अरेंज होते हैं क्रिस्टल के अंदर और ईच पार्टिकल्स आर डिपिक्टेड एज ए पॉइंट और हर पार्टिकल को हम एक पॉइंट की तरह से मान सकते हैं। चलिए एक छोटा सा क्रिस्टल यहाँ पे बना करके देखेंगे, फिर उसके बाद हम लोग जो है आयनिक क्रिस्टल के बारे यूनिट सेल के बारे में बात करेंगे। ठीक है, you can divide like this. You have to pay attention during making the crystal. It is very easy, but it shows the three-dimensional arrangement. So you have to make like this. Okay, you can divide further this one also by this way. Okay, now from this way you can divide, and now equally from this point also, and from this point also. Okay, and from here to here also. Okay, now you can see this crystal properly. One constituent particle is here, one constituent particle is here. Okay, here, here, and here, here. Okay, here is a particle, here is particles, here is particle, here is also particles. Okay, and these are the particles. Okay, and here is particle, here is particle. These are the constituent particles. Okay, this is each one is the point. It is the point. It is a crystal. It is a crystal which has 8 unit cell, and each constituent particle act as the what point. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.